I'm not saying I don't enjoy going for a walk with you and your dog, but usually when I do things, it's a means to an end. Otherwise, it seems like a waste of time. What if your dog runs off again, I don't really feel like a tracking mission today. We were lucky to have found her in the first place after you got attacked. Of course, I can sniff her out and find her now. That's not the point. Yes, I do like her. Listen, if you tell anyone else you saw that, you'll regret it. I don't need the whole pack knowing that I fell asleep cuddling your dog. Or that I take her out to play fetch sometimes. Like I said, I like her. She's good company. But it's not her presence that I'm questioning. It's this entire excursion. Okay, well, if you don't have anything to discuss and you didn't want to train, then why the hell... What's this? I can see that it's a picnic blanket, rookie. Why is it out here? Something nice. For me. Why? Of course you can do kind things for people. I'm just not used to being the recipient of them. I don't know about deserve. Okay, fine. I won't argue. I'm just not sure I get why you're turning this thoughtfulness on me. I suppose. Well, you're not wrong about that. I've been replaying Cal's arrest over and over in my head, and I feel like I'm going insane. Each time I do it, I feel an echo of that pain again. So, taking my mind off it is probably a good idea. Besides, I've got nothing else to do. Perimeter runs are done, you're prepped for the next full moon, and we haven't heard back from Director Hadley on any new orders, so... All right, let's have a picnic. I haven't done anything like this since I was a kid. There's always something more important to do, and even if I could excuse the leisure time, I don't often do one-on-ones. I don't enjoy being prickly, okay? I don't enjoy being isolated either. But I do intend to leave Evergreen and give up my position as Alpha. And when I do, it's going to sever my bond with everyone. It's going to hurt more for them than for me. No. It's bad enough that the pack would need months to recover before officially putting Ethan into the role. It would feel like a death to them. It's not just emotional pain either, it manifests physically. You should have seen it when my mom died. Everyone just gets listless and empty, like for a while they lose their sense of purpose. My mom's beta was so devastated that he left the pack entirely. He got his license to roam, and the only time we heard from him after that was when he sent us some money for her 18th birthday. Losing an alpha is one of the worst things to happen to a clan, no matter how it happens. But in cases where the alpha has died or left, and they weren't well liked, or it was a relief for them to go, it hurts less. The clan recovers faster. Sometimes they bypass the physical component entirely. I guess somehow I'm trying to protect them from the pain of those severed bonds. I don't want to see them suffer like that again. But I don't think I can stay either, because I've put them all at risk. I don't know if I'm going about this the right way. How the hell is someone supposed to go about this? This hasn't happened to an alpha before. There's no room for me to do better, rookie. There's nothing that I can do that will make up for me going completely wild and for me throwing caution to the wind just to try to bring Cal back into the fold. My heart might have been in the right place, but it's not enough to just lead with your heart. You have to lead with your head too, and I'm quite clearly not good at that. How the hell do you figure? That was rhetorical. I didn't ask you to list off... Fuck. Yes, I always make decisions with their well-being in mind. Yes, I listen to their opinions now. I know better. Get off your high horse. You've got a lot to learn yet. But yeah, I did train you. And yes, Director Hadley left a compliment for you. Yeah. He said you're one of the most well-rounded newbies he's seen in his entire career. But I can't take credit for that. That was all you. Okay, fine. Partial credit, then. You are relentless. Why are you so determined to make me feel better? Crashing my pity party? More like a pity bender. No, there's nothing you can do to change my mind. I'm not sticking around as Alpha. But if you insist, I'll try to believe in myself a little more, all right? I know you believe in me, Rookie. You have from the very beginning. Is there food in that backpack? Because I am starving. Reuben sandwiches. My favorite. Who told you? Of course he did. But you really went out of your way to ask my brother what kind of sandwiches I like. Thank you. This is, pleasant. Yeah, well, you won't get to see me relaxed often, so don't get used to it. No, not if things are still up in the air. Cal might be safely contained where he can't hurt anyone, but there's still something going on with the hunters. They do want us to be wiped from the face of the earth. There's always been someone with a personal vendetta against shifters, though, so that's not what's bothering me. What I can't figure out is why they took such a targeted approach with Cal. I mean, you have to have some balls to go up to a shifter and say, "Hey, we want to wipe out your entire kind, including you. Want to help?" I don't think so. He has a better sense of self-preservation than that. He might hate me and the rest of Evergreen, but I don't think he'd give up his own life just to get revenge. I don't know. Immunity is possible, but then they'd be allowing a shifter to work in their midst, and one who has a known history of violence at that. It just doesn't make sense. The administration has to know something, or at least they have the information but haven't connected the dots. The things I'd do to get a peek at their records. Of course. Not just for the sake of this particular puzzle, but to figure out why they released Cal all those years ago after he tried to kill me. And to see why the hell they keep giving me chances and not just cutting me loose from leadership like I've been begging for them to do. Break in? Rookie, I appreciate the support and the enthusiasm, but breaking and entering in the middle of the night? Come on. Yes, the survival of shifters might be on the line, but I'm not going to combat that by committing a blatant crime to get information just on a hunch. And I know there's no possible way for me to request access to review those records. I'm probably the last person they'd allow in there. What we'd need is permission to get into the building, which we can't get outside of official business, and then a big distraction to guarantee enough time to slip into one of the domain computers, run a search for records, and copy things to a drive. Exactly. It's impossible. Actually, there's a thing coming up. The administration holds this annual party. It's an event to celebrate our community, discuss contributions of shifters, and generally just dress up and have a good time. Black tie event. Usually, alphas, betas, and their +1s are invited, along with anyone who's getting special recognition that year. I don't typically go. I had to do it for a few years in a row because Director Hadley thought it would go a long way towards restoring my image after, well, everything. And he was right. It's a lot harder to write someone off as an out-of-control beast when they're standing in front of you, perfectly poised in a black dress and uncomfortable shoes. I never really wanted to go to one again, but it's held in the administration headquarters. We could sneak out of the party, go look through the archives. If we get caught outside of the party, we just say we got turned around looking for a restroom or had to step away to have a private conversation, maybe even feign a little drunkenness. So you'll go with me? Good. No, the hell we are not telling Ethan. He wouldn't try to stop me, he'd try to help. But what we're doing could get him in massive trouble. If I'm going down, I'm certainly not taking him with me. And I don't have to worry about you. You'll say you were just following the orders of your mentor. With how new you are, you'd get a light slap on the wrist and the ordeal would be over. Wouldn't even go on your record. Don't be ridiculous. I'd need you to take whatever information we do find to Ethan. Easy. You'll be my +1. No one will think it's weird. Once they get over the shock of seeing me there to begin with, nothing will surprise them. Oh, you meant weird like that. No, it's not uncommon. Mentors end up in relationships with their new shifters a lot more than you'd think. So you being my +1 won't even raise an eyebrow. As long as everyone consents and is of age, then no one ever thinks twice about it. No, it's not common because of biology, I promise. But when you spend every single day together and constantly see each other at your worst, well, things can happen. Compatible people end up bringing out the best in one another. Like I said, no one would think it's weird if you showed up as my +1. Yes, I did say black tie. I'll need to go shopping. I don't really have anything suitable for the occasion. You're looking forward to a stuffy party where we might get caught doing something illegal. I hardly think that me being your date makes it that much better. No, I'm not blushing. It's hot out here, that's all. Stop laughing. Yeah, I am enjoying the picnic. It's nice. Thank you. No, it's not just because your dog is with us. Even if she is a good girl, huh? Yeah, you're a good girl. Shush you. You put in all this effort to give me a little break, so let me enjoy this.